And today I'll be talking about maritime and marine sector. Okay, so you might be thinking maritime as to be one small region, but maritime is a vast industry. Okay, maritime is one of the most populated industry in the world. It's actually the oldest industry in the world. Maritime is as old as seafaring as a whole. So if you are thinking of being a marine worker, you should have that in mind, that maritime is not just working on board a ship. Okay, there are other departments relating to maritime. So I'll try to break it down to you. So in marine sector, we have the port authorities. For Nigeria, we have like the Nigerian Port Authority. Okay, so these are officers who work as pilots, national pilots, and these are officers also work as harbor officers. They receive vessel when the vessel is coming into the port and when the vessel is going out of the port. We also have the offshore workers. So these offshore workers are engineers or officers that work on board a rig, a platform, marine platform, maybe oil rig. These officers also are in charge of running the rig, drilling of oil, laying of pipe, and all that. We also have the merchant sailors. So these merchant sailors are the officers on board a merchant ship to provide goods and services for the nation or the country. For example, for you to be able to keep that ship running, you need to put merchant sailors on board the ship. These merchant sailors are experienced navigators and experienced engineers. So they sail the ship to deliver goods and services. So these three departments, I'll be considering merchant sailors. So a lot of issues relating to merchant sailors in Nigeria is unspeakable, okay, because there are a lot of people trying to give the merchant sailors a bad name in Nigeria. So becoming a merchant sailor in Nigeria, you need to pass through a lot of processes, okay, down to getting your certificate of competency, your medical certificates, your mandatory basic firefighting and survival technique, to have your proficiency survival craft, to have your DP. There are a lot of certificates, if I should list them down. And also you need to pass through a maritime institution for training. So don't get it twisted. In Nigeria, I'm going to really mention these three basic maritime institutions if you want to become a merchant sailor, you should focus on. So the first is the Maritime Academy of Nigeria at Oron. So the Maritime Academy of Nigeria at Akwa Ibom State, Oron, it's a national monotechnics. Okay, they specialize in maritime training and merchant sailors training. So they award ND certificates and HND certificates in both marine engineering, nautical science, marine electrical electronics, and maritime management and transport. We also have the Nigeria Maritime University at Delta State, Okorokoko. The Maritime University, it's a national university for maritime. They also award BSc for a period of 5 years. We also have the oceanography, yes, I'm not mistaken, oceanography at Lagos State. Oceanography, the ND in marine engineering, nautical science. I'm very sure because the people who graduated from the oceanography from their ND, they usually come to the Maritime Academy of Nigeria to complete their HND in Oron. So if you want to become a merchant sailor, I will advise you to look into this institution very well, okay? You have to search for it and see that is this an institution you feel like you are going to attend or you feel that you're going to survive, because passing through Maritime Academy is a very difficult thing, I must say. Okay, just like the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, it's not just an institution for maritime training. It also have a regimented unit. So you are being trained academically and regimentally. Okay, so there are serving military personnel in the Navy that train the cadets in terms of military training, regimental training, parade drills, composure, and respect. Talking about the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, this is a specific institution if you want your child, or if you want to pass through an academy that has academical and regimental training. And the Maritime Academy of Nigeria is very, let me not say very difficult to get, but the ratio of getting admission into Maritime Academy of Nigeria is light, okay, because you need to meet up a lot of required process from your medical, your health wise and otherwise. Also, the Maritime Academy of Nigeria at Oron, Akwa Ibom State admits the maximum number of 10 cadets per state in Nigeria. So if Nigeria is having 36 states plus FCT, okay, the maximum amount of a cadet that they're going to take into the academy from each state is maximum number is 10. But why for the oceanography and the maritime university, they don't really rate it in states. Hence, you meet up with the required score for your JAMB and required score for your aptitude test. Okay, the school are going to give you an admission into the academy. But going into Maritime Academy, I would advise to have this in mind, that when you are going into Maritime Academy, you are not actually going there to train as a military officer, okay? Although there's a lot of military drills and a lot of military training, this training is to equip you, okay, give you the endurance and give you the strength to withstand difficulties on board a ship. So a lot of people get this twisted, because once they gain admission into Maritime Academy, they confuse it to be like they are into the Nigerian Navy or into the military. No, the Maritime Academy is a different body from the Nigerian military. So the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, it's a marine or merchant academy where you are being trained to become an officer on board a merchant ship. Mind you, we have basically two types of ships in the world. We have the military ships and we have the merchant ships. So these merchant ships are comprises in the oil tanker, the LNG vessel, the ro-ro vessel, the supply vessel, the security vessel, the